Goody, we are about to hike the incline. Hiking with Caleb. So, hike fact. So, one hike fact is that I actually hate hiking. And so, when, I just hate hiking, period.
You done?
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome back to KYD from Colorado Springs.
Colorado Springs, baby.
We're kicking things off with the infamous incline. We gonna do this the whole time?
Yep.
Okay. There's a couple KYD insiders that live in Colorado Springs, Susan and Tom, and they've been giving us the inside scoop on this climb, which, wow, I can see. Can you see it? Look, it goes straight up that mountain.
Wait, the snowy one?
Yeah, the
so
snowy
it's
one.
the tall one?
Yeah, that big strip that goes up the mountain. I'm going for time here. I know that's ridiculous to be a newbie in your hometown and to be overconfident. So, I've got a couple cameras. I've got this GoPro 5 on the Karma Grip, and I have the Session 5, which I'm talking to right now, on the El Grande GoPro pole, which I got for skiing in Breck. So this way we can see my confidence go to humility from two different angles. Caleb is going to be vlogging this hike from his perspective. And he's been, Caleb has a channel that not a lot of people know about called Classic Caleb, and he's been waiting for a shout out for a long time.
This moment, I'm about to tear up, okay?
His computer died when we had a slide leak in Lake Tahoe, and he lost his computer, and so he just now for his birthday got a new computer. So he's pretty excited about it. So his channel's back up, and you can get Caleb's perspective on the same hike. I'm sure it's going to be a completely different story.
Completely different.
All right, so that's it from now. This is how we're going to kick off things in Colorado Springs. We have a lot more to come. We got to go tour the Academy. We're also going to go to the Garden of the Gods, maybe even the Manitou.
Wait, is that a hike?
That's like the people that lived in the cliff dwellings and so forth.
It's a hike, right?
No hike. It's not
okay,
a hike.
Yeah, I don't believe you.
We've made it to the beginning of the footsteps of the hike. Warning, bar trail climbs 7,300 feet in 12.6 miles. 8 hours to the summit at a brisk pace hike early in the day to avoid dangerous and common... Wait a second. 12.6 miles. I thought it was 1 mile.
Wait.
I'm so glad I read that sign because we were in the wrong spot. Google Maps took us past the incline parking, which is $5, and it took us right to Bar Trail. Don't do that. When you go by the parking lot that says $5 incline parking, you can pull in there. There's a little gate. You put in your credit card, you pay $5, you're all set. Okay, we're at the beginning of the trail. And it's as nerve-wracking as it looks like in the pictures. So I'm going to start the stopwatch, and I'm going to see how long this takes. I don't quite know what to expect, but I have learned, I'm experienced enough to know to start as slow as possible and increase the rate as I get closer to the top. First lesson learned, there is no going easy. There's stairs. You can't go upstairs easily unless you stop. So, you just have to control your breathing and your heart rate. So far, I have not stopped. That's been my secret weapon, going slow enough not to stop. Stopping takes a lot of time, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to sustain no stopping, because what I see up above looks seriously steep. And you can see what's behind me is not steep. That's 33 steps. Now, I reward myself with a 10-second break. Isn't this a fun game? Whoa. This is actually the top.
Yeah.
I was following you too. You have a good pace.
Thanks, man.
Let's see. 44 minutes. Is that a decent time?
I mean, my fastest was like 36 minutes with a 15-pound pack.
Okay.
Yeah. This was my second lap today with a 20-pound pack.
So you're a lot more man than I am. That's what you're saying.
No.
No, that's what you said.
running.
Absolutely beautiful view when you get up here. So let's have a quick conversation. It took me 44 minutes, which I just talked to this gentleman, says it's a pretty good time. I think if I did it again, I would improve a little bit. Now, I have a feeling I'm going to have to do it, at least a portion of this again today, because now I'm going to go down and get Caleb. And we're going to see if Caleb, how big of a desire he has to come to the top. If he wants to come to the top, I guess I'm going to have to do the top section again. All right, so let's have a quick conversation around if you have a heart condition and you're up here. I don't think I'm in the best form I've ever been in my life, but I'm in pretty decent shape, and it felt like my heart was going to literally blow out of my chest. So if you have any heart condition whatsoever, don't do this. Like, don't even do it and say, I'm going to take it easy. Just don't do it. There's two factors that make this extremely difficult. One is, it's completely relentless. There is no reprieve unless you stop. And even if you do stop, you feel this strange desire to, like, it pulls you back. So if you're afraid of heights, that also wouldn't be good. You know me well enough now to know that I don't over dramatize things. If in fact you had some sort of condition where you weren't in great shape and you're hiking up here and got dizzy and fell backwards, like, you're done. So just keep that in mind. This is definitely advanced hike. But on the other hand, if you are looking for a challenge, this thing is fantastic. And if I lived in Colorado Springs, this would be at least a once a week endeavor for me. Now that I'm recovered, let's go down and pick up Caleb. Let's see what he has to say about it. I could only imagine.
He's adorable.
Leave it to Caleb for me to get down here and to find him hiking with a couple girls.
We love him. He just like was sitting there and was like, hi.
All right, really, you not going to the top?
No.
No?
Yeah, nice one.
I'm willing to go up or down. I'm not going to push you one way or another.
I'm not gonna push you, but you have to go up. No,
You don't
no,
have to go up. If
Okay.
you want to go up, I'll go with you. If you don't, I'll go down. What do you want to do?
This is a tough decision.
All right, so we are at the Air Force Flight Academy. What are you thinking about this school?
Awesome.
Yeah, Carson's a big fan.
So this is just kind of remind you of those who have gone before you and the sacrifice they made for their country. So each class votes for who they strive to be like.
This is Mitchell Hall behind us. This is where all the cadets have lunch. Breakfast and dinner are optional. Lunch is mandatory. There are 4,000 cadets on this campus, and all of them have lunch in about 20 minutes every day. 2,000 cadets line up right here, 2,000 cadets line up over there, and then they all march in. They say it's quite a sight to see 4,000 cadets all have lunch in 20 minutes. I would imagine. I think Trish likes the idea of Carson coming to school here, but I think the idea of Carson getting married here is a whole different thing.
Don't even start. Don't even start.
This is quite a chapter. Now, what exactly are they going to do? You said they're going to remodel it?
They're closing it down at the end of the school year, and then they're doing a full remodel.
I'm almost kind of sad to see that, because you would think the people who were married here 50 years ago, right?
Right.
Well, however long this has been around.
First graduating class was in 1959.
Wow. So you think that they would want their kids being married in the same type of chapel. So I wonder what the remodel is going to be like.
Well, it's probably going to give a nod to the modern architecture that it is, because this is the most visited man-made structure in Colorado, is the chapel here.
Wow. I didn't even know that.
I like my research.
Just pulls it right out. Carson and I just recently went out to San Diego for his birthday in November, and we hooked up with a couple of KYD insiders. Jim Hamilton. Proper introduction. This is KYD insider Jim.
Hello.
FAA controller, and at the top of the leaderboard, I hear, in terms of...
That just means I'm old. Means nothing else.
Well, nonetheless, his name's on the top of the list.
I'm on the top of many lists.
He's on the top of a lot of
lists.
lists. Anyway, so we're going to go from here. We're going to go to the dark room, and he's going to show us the X-ray. But I don't think there's a lot that can be recorded.
No, it's the radar room.
The radar room.
The approach control, and no, they tend to frown on video in there. We'll get some video in the simulator, which is going to look just like the real room, only it won't have controllers screaming at each other, and you won't be able to hear anything.
Okay. All right, we just stepped out of the building of the dark room, otherwise known as the radar room.
Yep.
And Jim's been working here for 30 years, right?
Basically 17 years here, but 30 years for the FAA.
30 years for the FAA, and he's got 953 days until he retires and travels in an RV.
Basically, yeah.
I got to do the binoculars,
Clearing them for takeoff and clearing them.
and I got to flick all those little paper things.
Yes, yeah. And then we also connected with Major General Mark Wise. Okay.
How we doing?
Nice to see you again.
Happy birthday once again.
Yes.
Looking sharp.
Thank you.
Nice shine on those boots.
Thank you.
You have to teach me how to do that someday.
I will. Don't worry.
Now he's gonna teach us how to fly, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go
Of course,
do
I just found out that he's been watching YouTube videos on F-18 flight simulators.
Uh-oh.
Now, I don't know why I didn't think to go do that.
He wants to take his dad down. Yeah, perfect. All right.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
And Carson and I had the phenomenal opportunity to fly F-18 simulators and Osprey simulators, which I think we did actually pretty well, don't you think?
Yeah, we were pretty good.
Yeah.
We're pretty...
I mean, you crashed once, but I kind of, yeah.
Yeah, it kind of saved everything.
Yeah. Mark and Terry Wise were so gracious. They made a birthday cake, the whole thing. It was, big things.
And hamburgers, they were really good, by the way.
Yeah, they were good hamburgers.
I just loved the sense of purpose here, that service is something that's held above all else, and you can tell. I mean, even the cadets that toured us around, they were just willing to give information and be helpful. And
the values at the Flight Academy are through the roof.
But we have to make sure that we're not too, like, this is amazing, you have to go here. We got to make sure that Carson takes the lead. But if anybody has the inkling that they wanted to come here, visiting the campus seals the deal.
Oh, for sure.
One way or another.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
now it's up to Carson to do the rest, but we'll do everything we can to create the right environment for him to do it.
Right, because you do need to have quite a high school resume to set yourself apart.
Yeah, so we'll definitely, and with the travel, we'll definitely have to find a way to do that. Yeah. What do you think? You want to come here too?
No.
Yeah, I kind of knew that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna wake up.
Program?
Yeah, do they have like a video program? I'll be like in the ship behind them, like videoing or something. I don't know. But 6 a.m.
Trisha, come here.
Trisha's offspring.
All right, we are off. We are out of here. And we're headed off to Garden of the Gods, Dutch Bros. It's Valentine's Day.
Dutch Bros. First.
It's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
And we're headed to Dutch Bros to get some coffee. Then we're going to drive through Garden of the Gods. I'm going to get some dash cam there. We're going to chat about that. And we can, unfortunately, it's too windy to go to the top of Pikes Peak, which I believe is right there. because of the wind advisory. They're like blowing cars off the mountain.
Yeah, we don't want to do that.
So we're driving through Garden of the Gods, which is a beautiful drive, and the one thing that comes to mind is this is one of those perfect scenic drives where you can get a lot out of it without even getting out of your car. In fact, there's places to pull over on the side where you can take pictures with your phone. It seems like there's handicap access everywhere.
Just got back from an amazing time at a bakery, and I just have to show you this, okay? Because somehow, some way, we always end up at a bakery. Ah, it's amazing. It's like it could be a mustache, it could be eyes.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry, I digress.
All right, so yeah, we just got back from the bakery where we connected up with Tom and Susan, so it was fun to talk with you. And
So much fun.
now it's time to pack up and head to Texas.
Oh my gosh. First of all, we have like the longest drive ever. I just
Ever.
put on Facebook somewhere, someone was saying, I think we don't know if we're going to drive 6 hours a day or 9 hours a day. I'm like, neither. Is there a neither button?
Yeah.
And we're doing that today.
It's
I
6
told
hours
someone,
to-
don't do that, and we're going to go do it.
It's 6 hours to Amarillo, Texas, and it's 10:07 right now. We've got about 45 minutes to pack all this up and get on the road, get some fuel, and get out of here. So let's start that.
We have to put on the fast forward button.
Yes.
We gotta go.
Time lapse starts
Gotta go.
now.
And it's finally happened. After all this time, it's finally happened. I finally have turned into an old man. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Only forget to throw your trash out so many times before you catch on. One more stop on our way out of town. Last night, when we were trying to find Front Range, we accidentally walked into, do you remember the name of it? Cuckoo. This is Guillermo. Biased opinion, this is apparently the best Cuban sandwich in all of Colorado Springs?
Well,
All of Colorado?
probably all of Colorado. It'd be better than anything you find in Miami.
Ah, we were just in Miami.
And we'll give Havana a try.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay, well
How
we're
many
here
do you
for
need?
it.
Or
We're gonna have one sandwich. My wife and I are gonna split it. We're gonna give it a thorough rundown, a thorough test.
Well, hopefully you'll take your first bite on camera.
What did you say last night? He said, Guillermo said, food should not taste good. Food has to
Pop.
pop.
It has to pop.
Pop. It has to
Yeah.
pop. Hey, how are you? Pops.
And we try to put a pop just to put
Plantains.
good food. That was it, you know?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, especially in the summer, come here, music, eat good food.
Oh my God. Now.
Not amazing.
It's crispy on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
And it's super yummy.
Oh,
Have fun. We're glad we
okay.
came
Well,
by.
same.
Oh, they said if you come in here and you mention KYD, they'll give you 10% off.
Absolutely.
Swing on by, mention KYD. It'd be fun. It'd be
All
fun.
right then.
We have to come back in the summer.
Sounds good. Thank
Bye.
you.
Do that.
It's fair serendipitous. We were going to Front Range last night, and Front Range barbecue was right on the other side. So we walked inside here, and we said, "Oh, is this a barbecue place?" They said, "No, this is not that. You can barbecue anywhere. So you can barbecue anywhere. You come here with the best Cuban sandwich." We said, "I'll tell you what, we love Cuban sandwich. We'll be back tomorrow at noon."
So we came back.
Yes.
So
I'm glad we did.
that was so much fun. And we just love a local dining experience
Oh, I
with
have to
quality
wait.
food.
The alarm will go off. Hold on.
Okay. That's it from Colorado Springs. And one quick point, I know we only scratched the surface at what's available in Colorado Springs. You can only imagine that it's even more beautiful in the summertime. So this summer's Alaska, but next summer we might find ourselves back in Colorado to go explore what this beautiful state looks like in the summertime. That's it for this episode. We are now you can join us for a long ride to Amarillo, Texas. We're headed off to Cadillac Ranch, so come with us.